What in the world am I up to now? Crafting and playing, cleaning and organizing, snagging paper from my next door neighbor's Chewy boxes. Yeah, I'm up to all kinds of stuff today. So this is a nifty little trick that I learned off another creator on YouTube. I don't remember who it was, and I apologize for that. These little butterflies are cutouts from one of my die cuts. Sorry, there's like other little bits and bobs in there, so I'm gonna sit and prick them out while I'm talking. Been saving them for a while, not really knowing for sure what I wanted to do with them. They are very tiny, so they're difficult, but not impossible to glue into projects. There's also some tiny little flowers in here from another, no, I take that back. It's from the same cutout. Do I have them? No, I don't have them handy. They're from a page trim from my die cut machine, for my Sizzix. But we're going to seal these up inside this plastic. Now, some people may be looking at this going, that bag looks familiar. That plastic looks kind of familiar. And to a lot of people, it will look familiar, especially if you've got little munchkins that love cereal. That's exactly what this plastic bag is. It's a cereal. It's the inside of a cereal box. It's a plastic bag that contains that yummy goodness that kiddos love so very much. So I folded it in half. I cut off the spots that are manufacturer glued. Cut those off. This is deli paper, so it's non-stick. Last time I did this, I didn't put it underneath, and the plastic melted to my the paper underneath. I had a really hard time getting it off without ruining what I was doing. So I have my iron over here. It's on high. This goes over the top. And because I only have 3 of these out, I have to do half at a time. And of course my cord's going to be obnoxious and in the way because my outlet is over there. Now I'm currently participating in a die cut swap in one of my Facebook groups, and I got to die cut some flowers to send to my 3 partners, and they have to be in spring colors. I'm not usually. If you've watched any of my stuff, you'll know that I'm not a spring color kind of person. I don't do a lot with pinks and baby blues and stuff like that. So other than possibly putting this into a baby journal, I can't really see me using it for anything. So I think what I'm going to do, I have 3 partners in the swap, is I think I'm going to cut it into thirds, and I'm going to send a third of it to each of my partners. And it's a card making group, and I don't make cards either. So I mean, they participate in monthly swaps as well as birthdays. I mean, so many different things, and I'm like, yeah, I don't do all of that. I just participate in the die cut ones, and occasionally, if it's a theme that I have the stamps for, I'll participate in the stamp swaps. And it's not, you're not trading stamps, you're trading stamped images. So far, I have not been able to participate in that because it's always a theme that I don't have stamps for. And again, I think that has a lot to do with my aesthetic versus a lot of the other junk journalers in the world and the other card makers and the other scrapbookers that tend to be very flowery, you know, and very pink and very pastel. And that's just not me. So I don't have a lot of that stuff. Most of my stamps are, you know, clocks and gears, stamps, you know, yeah, industrial. And I guess in a lot of ways people would consider it masculine, I suppose. So I'm going to roll this up and put this away. This is also what I use for when I'm doing waxed paper. Some of you may recognize this if you have watched that live stream where I was waxing different papers. This is actually a hospital gown. You know, armpit. I got about 100 of these off of Marketplace, and I use them for all kinds of stuff. Not only do I use them for this kind of project, but I've used it just on my desk to mop up stuff. The day I spilled coffee everywhere, it was a fantastic sponge. I was able to quickly grab one off my shelf behind me and start sopping up the coffee. If it wasn't a flavored coffee, I would have kept it as coffee stained. But it was a flavored, so it would become all sticky if I kept it. But I have coffee and tea stained those, just, you know, straight in the pan, and they turn out really neat. And it gives a different texture and it almost gives it a different strength in a way. So it's kind of cool. But this is how it turns out. See, all of my stuff is sealed inside there. Nothing comes out. And you can use this any way you want. You could even fold it, trim it down, and use it as a signature in a journal. In my nephew's book, let me grab it real quick. Grab one of the signatures. I haven't finished his book yet, so I'm still working on it. But I put hearts and diaper pins. Same thing. And I folded it over, made a pocket, and I just see that it didn't stick. Hopefully, my glue's gonna have, I'm almost out. I gotta refill my bottle. Not almost out because I have 11 more bottles over there. But I gotta fill my bottle. So I'm not gonna deal with that pocket right now. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut it in thirds. And I'm just going to include one of them in each package for my partners. Let's see what my paper trimmer can do here. Can it cut it? Ooh, 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 ooh. It did sort of miss the ends, but that's okay. You have to message my neighbor and be like, so, on my way to the mailbox, I noticed all of your Chewy boxes out there waiting to be burned. So I stopped by and like raided some of the boxes of the paper. Scissors, where are you? There you are. So I have a whole pile of paper over here behind me that I now have to fold, iron, cut, and store. So since I have my iron out already, I will take care of that while I've got my iron out. I really like the chewy paper. If you've seen my recent video, the witchy one, let's see how big is this. Ah, what is that? Okie dokie. Hold on a sec. Gotta stick a foot back on. So this is 11, just over 11 inches. So divided by 3 would be 3, 6, 9, 3, so 4, like 3 and a third. 10, no. I'm just gonna go 3. I'm gonna go 3 3/8. I don't want to sit here and try to do that math. I think that gives a decent size piece for each person to incorporate into their card making. Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to do math. Three and pretty close. Well, I guess 3.5 would have been 3, 6, 9, 10.5. I would have only lost a half inch versus, you know, this little strip, which is about an inch. Almost, yeah, it's an inch dead on. So this could be just a cute little strip, I guess, if I'm doing something, but I don't know. It's also small enough that I totally would be okay throwing it away. Shh, don't tell other journalers that I said something about throwing things away, because, yeah. Just gonna trim this little spot here. So anyway, nothing fancy, but again, another little idea for those of you watching from home on what you can do with some of your garbage. So the box is down here, down in my tote, will eventually become a journal cover. And the plastic bag from the inside the cereal box is now a decoration for somebody. So no waste. No waste, unless I throw those away. That is. So thanks again for tuning in. Hit the thumbs up on your way out if you liked the video, and hopefully this has inspired you to once again look at your garbage in a different way and find a craft and find a way. So once again, peace out.